The Santa Barbara Wine Festival is next weekend. More than 50 of the best wineries are participating in the event, and Sharon has a sneak peek outside this morning. Sharon?
That's right, Natalie. We're shifting gears here because the Santa Barbara Wine Festival is one of the most highly anticipated festivals that we have here in our community. Of course, it's a huge fundraiser for the Museum of Natural History. We want to bring in some of the people that are going to be contributing to some of the things you'll be tasting when you're out there. So I want to bring in Pete. Pete, introduce yourself. Where are you from, and what are you going to be showing us today?
I'm Pete Clements. I partnered up with the Shallhoop Company. We have the Funk Zone patio and the cutting room, which is not quite open yet, but we're getting there.
Okay.
And today we are doing boneless half chicken that's stuffed with braised spinach, sun-dried tomatoes and feta, and a couple basil leaves. And we're going to grill it off on this grill. And then we're going to serve it with an arugula salad with pine nuts, shaved Parmesan, pickled red onions, Kalamata olives, sorry, I got to get all this out, and a lemon, Dijon, and garlic dressing.
Okay, can't wait for that. And we're going to have some wine pairing for that first. But I want to bring in Meridith Moore. Meridith, this is a very important event for our community. Kind of talk to us about it. What can folks expect?
At the Santa Barbara Wine Festival at the Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History, you can expect and you will get tastes from over 50 wineries and 35 food vendors along Mission Creek under the oaks and the redwood trees.
Oh, I love it. And you know, this is one of your biggest fundraisers of the year.
We classify them from 1 to 5, and it's a 5 at the top.
And then a lot of folks are expected to come, or what are your numbers looking like?
By the end of the day, we'll have counted in 1,400 people, which includes paid guests, media, sponsors, staff, and our wonderful volunteers.
Okay, and this is about food and about wine and about community, bringing everyone together?
It is, and it's to feature only the Central Coast wines and the premier best that we have. It's invitational only and superb wines.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. By the way, how much are tickets and where can folks get them?
$75 for members and $90 for non-members, and the date from 5 o'clock on the 26th, and day of they're 105 at the door.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's get down to our cooking a little bit with Pete. Let's kind of get things started before we get to the wine pairing.
You want me to start making a mess?
Yes, I want you to start making a mess. We're hungry.
All right, so we're going to take this boneless half chicken, spread it out. And you can get this done from a store if you ask them, but if you go to Shallhoop to the retail and ask for it, they'll do all the work for you.
Oh, I love it.
Which makes it really easy.
Yeah.
We're going to sprinkle some kosher salt on there.
Chef's pinch.
Yep, chef's pinch, exactly. A little cracked pepper.
I think the best part of this is having your ingredients out, because it just makes it so much easier, right?
You know, doing this at home makes it easy too. If you set all this up before you start cooking and people come over, it's just a matter of finishing.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
By the way, I have to have this grill.
Smart and Final, 1995, man. I'm just selling for everybody today. Always season both sides. So we'll let that cook a bit. I'm going to scrape some of this off.
And this will be featured at the wine festival?
No.
It won't
This would be too hard to do, but we're going to do something better.
Okay.
We're going to do braised short ribs and very low-cal, horseradish cream potatoes.
Oh my goodness.
And crispy fried smoked paprika onions and an herb oil.
I think if you go to the wine festival, you're just going to have to put the calorie count aside for a couple hours.
The potatoes are going to be almost equal portions potato to butter.
Wow.
But makes them really good. And
you gotta love food, right?
It'll help absorb all that wine that you're putting down.
Okay. So how long does the chicken have to grill for?
Well, I'm just going to mark this.
Okay.
So that you can get crisscross marks on it.
Got it.
Kind of like the one I have there, but now that that's all cut and finished. And I'll just put it together just to show people how to do it.
And these are the ingredients, by the way, folks. If you want to kind of make your own at home, we've got it laid out for you. Yep. And also the recipe is going to be on our website at myfox11.com.
Exactly. Yeah, so we're going to end up stuffing this with garlic braised spinach, feta, oven-cured tomatoes, and fresh basil. And the salad will be arugula, pickled red onions, shaved Parmesan, pine nuts, and the Kalamata olives.
I love it. So stuffed chicken. That's great.
Well, I call it, over the years I've done this on menus for restaurants, I call it a chicken sandwich.
Ah, okay.
Because it kind of does look like one.
So while that's actually grilling, I want to bring in Craig. And Craig, you are actually going to be pairing some of these delectable items with some great wine. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Craig Jaffers from Jaffers Wine Cellars, and I've had my winery here in Santa Barbara for about 20 years. I've been working with Meridith at the Wine Festival for as long as I can remember, 15, 20 years. It's a great event.
And what do you kind of recommend for maybe a dish like this? What would you put together?
Well, this is a Mediterranean, Greek-influenced meal, and I think it needs kind of either a mid-weight red wine, kind of nice and fruity and dry, or a nice white wine. So we've picked our Grenache, the Jaffers 2012 Grenache, and it's just a nice pairing. It's got a little bit of spice, a little bit of fruit, it's friendly, it's not going to overwhelm this, it's going to let the flavors of the meat and the cheese and olives and the salad just come through and really meld together.
Gotcha.
This is really one of our go-to wines for a lot of different things, anything from Thanksgiving onward.
Okay, so it kind of, puts it all together, kind of wraps it together.
This Viognier would go good with this too.
Okay.
This will stand up to most whites that have a lot of acidity also.
So it has a lot of options. Why don't we make the salad, because we only have a couple minutes left here, so I don't want to run out of time. So you got the pine nuts in there, I'm loving that.
So I'm going to make this pretty much so the people you can't see are going to eat this. They all complain that there was no breakfast.
A little bit of...
We have wine for breakfast.
Yes, best meal ever.
Parmesan cheese?
Shaved Parmesan. And then the dressing, I haven't shaken it up, but if you take the ingredients that are on the recipe and you just stick them in the bottle and shake them up, it's done.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to do a whole lot of fussing with it.
Oh, so you kind of have it pre-mixed and then you pour it over.
Yep.
I love it. Well, that looks delicious, and while this chicken is grilling, he's going to be putting it all together with all the ingredients here, but I just want to show you the final products, by the way. Take a look at this. This is what it's going to be looking like. The chicken that's stuffed here with some goat cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, we got some spinach there, and of course that delicious salad that he has put together. So, Pete, we're going to continue cooking with you on our back patio here on this Friday because we love to have food on this show, and thank you so much to Craig, Meridith for putting together this fabulous event at the Museum of Natural History, Santa Barbara Wine Festival that's happening next weekend. So thanks so much for waking up with us. Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
That's right.
We will see you back here on Monday.
One day a year.
Happy Father's Day, guys.
Thanks.